You hear something?
Listen. You smell something?
Like a slight rumble. I know we're in Southern California, but that is indeed not an earthquake. That is a telltale sign that the seasons are changing. And something in between the spring and the summer happens here that happens unlike anywhere else in Southern California. Indeed, I'm talking about student takeover season. But first of all, on the lighter side of things, we're just a few days away now from the opening of the 2025 season for Soak City. I, for one, am looking forward to this. There's a few things that I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that they get all of these drop pods working this year, and I'm hoping that Harley really enjoys it, because no water park experience is complete unless the whole family is enjoying it. Prices look like they're staying the same as they have been, with $70 for the single day, and then access with the Gold and Prestige Pass, which is my personal favorite. Anyway, they've also been starting to run the slides, and they're getting all of the operations in order here for Saturday. Anyway, let's head back across the street and see what's going on there. Okay, now before we come to conclusions, I know this entrance looked very, very daunting, and this looks like there are just too many kids to handle. There's no way you could have a good time today. Well, let me tell you something. The weather right now is perfect, and this park actually handles big crowds better than you might think. So let's look at the bright side here. The front entrance there, they've got the stroller entrance all the way on the other side again, so that's separate. All of the students are in their own separate lane, so we don't have to go through that stuff. And it still is kind of a breeze to get in the park. So now that we're here, let's see what it looks like. On the old town of Calico, it already smells like the 4th of July out here. Fireman's barbecue, getting the coals all hot and ready for lunchtime. Still don't get to see the goats. There's that.
Stop whining.
It's crazy to think of, in just a few short weeks, this is going to be the main street for Calico shenanigans.
Evil shenanigans.
Okay, out to the wilderness.
Wilderness girls.
Such an amazing and peaceful little experience here, but if you look closely, the real ones know what's there. Uh-oh, the mountain lion's trying to work with a broken freaking neck.
I want to go man with a broken freaking neck.
I will say this though, this is kind of a nice time to do the river rapids if that's something you're into. It's not crazy cold out here, it's pretty warm, so getting a splashdown probably isn't a bad idea. And the line over here right now is not super long. That's mainly because, well, across the way, Pony Express is building up quite the arsenal of a line here. It says 30 minutes, but if you look at the digital sign, it says 5, so trust what you want. They are running both trains, so they were expecting a big crowd. It's just the ops aren't moving at the optimal speed, I guess, and the line's just kind of building up behind them. But the good news is this is probably going to be less busy later during the day. We'll come by again and check it out and see if that is indeed true. But at this point, the burning question is, are we going to be roared or bored?
That, detective, is the right question.
Hey, ho, 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 I'm driving here. I'm driving over here.
Listen to me, we don't talk like that, we don't say things like that.
I was walking down Roaring 20s and I had an epiphany. Just right now, just had a thought. KNOTT should totally give a residency to the Jelly of the Month Club in the Walter Knott Theater for the summer months. Just saying, they should totally do that.
Just do it. Don't think, say it. Do it.
Well, so much for my mid-park refreshments. Oh, hey, there you go. Barry Till's managed to pull some people into line to ride this ride. Hopefully it fires on all cylinders and doesn't break down at all today.
Right.
Still haven't heard anything new about what's going to be replacing Johnny Rockets here eventually, but there's still a lot of speculation about like a walkthrough in and out or things of the sort. I still think it should be coasters, but I usually have an opinion that goes against the grain and likes to shake things up a little bit. That's just me though. That's not to say I won't get one last burger from this Johnny Rockets before it goes out of business. And that last burger would also be my first here. Real quick, I want you to look at the footprint for hang time. Now look at the footprint for these 3 rides over here. Now try some way to convince me that KNOTT couldn't put something really, really awesome in place here of Scrambler, Flyers, and Coast Rider. Come on. You know, I'm not even saying to remove these rides altogether. I'm just saying kind of replace them with something that could be really awesome. And you got prime real estate here. You got a really cool entranceway along this pier with a little bridge that you can put the name of the coaster on. You got potential for maybe even a pseudo splashdown finale at the end of the coaster. And you've got a lot of room to build not just up, but to build horizontally as well. Combine all those elements with a really cool light package, because you've just got a parking lot across the street, so you don't have to worry about light pollution, I don't think, at that point. You got yourself a banger.
Banger after banger after banger
of a land back here with the boardwalk. Telling you, could be sick. Oh yeah, and shade.
We would also need shade.
Whatever happened to the Peanuts characters meet and greets down here? I thought it was temporary because of the reimagining of Camp Snoopy, but you can still bring people over here, right? And obviously every time you come to the farm, it doesn't feel like home unless you run into your brothers. So obviously we got Crash, we Crash Zero, all over the place. Twitch, YouTube, there you go, TikTok. That's what I was looking for. You know what the kids use. You know, we just been talking about the park and talking about a lot of speculation stuff.
Talking shop. Yeah.
Talking shop, basically. What? Because when I saw you earlier, Log Ride was closed.
It was.
So that led me to start thinking, what can we expect from Knott's this summer? More of the same?
More of the same.
More of the same, you think?
More of the same.
Oh, that's not
great.
Over the weekend, it broke down twice. And Sunday, it was down once. So.
Oh man.
And today, opened up at noon.
It opened up at noon. I mean, it's full throttle now, but they had the same problem with the mine ride.
It did.
Knott's it's been weird today because there's a lot of kids, but it seems like there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is breaking down and then getting back up again. You can hear the screams in the background.
Back on.
You know, it's going now. But before he leaves, I just want to let everybody know. Friday, we're going to be talking about Soak City speculation, Knott's Berry Farm speculation, maybe get into some Scary Farm speculation. We're going to be talking about all that stuff. So do not catch the live stream this Friday at 8.
What was that last one?
So do not catch the live stream this Friday at 8. Do not catch. And Crash is going to give some hot tips.
Hot tips. Try.
About how to survive a summer at Knott's Berry Farm.
Right.
So be there.
Yes.
Well, my Chinese food lunch has been canceled. I'm not waiting in that line. Hola, Fiesta. Fiesta Village is a little crowded. I know it doesn't seem crazy crowded, but that's because everybody's standing in line. All the lines for all the rides are pretty long right now. Luckily, it's not super hot, so you're not gonna fry out there before you actually get a spin on the sombreros. Oh, hey guys, we found a new family of ducklings out here in front of Jaguar. Don't get too scared, guys. I know it gets a little loud over here, but you'll be okay. You know what? I'm just gonna stand here until they open. But before we leave Party Town and we head into Camp Snoopy, I gotta let everybody know about the updates in Montezuma, and that is that there are no updates.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Both spikes still clearly undone. This tarp that's wrapped around the rest of the track here is very tight, and it looks like they're not going to be opening this again for a little while. The tarp, that is. So there's still got a lot of work, it looks like, to do with the rest of the track. I looked all over for that track that we saw a couple weeks ago that was being trolleyed down the road, and still nothing. I can't find it, so I don't know. The cup is still on the loading dock, though, so that's good. At least they haven't gotten there yet. Other than that, there's really nothing new to report for Montezuma's Revenge. I'm sorry, I feel bad. I wish there was more that I could say. Bienvenidos a por visitar Camp Snoopy.
What the hell did you just say?
I think I said something. Guess I just can't get refreshments anywhere today. Tenderpaw Twister's gonna be closed down until the weekend, but they got the train back out, so I think he's ready to roll, son.
Ready to roll, son!
Camp Snoopy is refreshingly not that busy right now. This is a good place to come and kind of catch your breath, find some shade, relax, enjoy the sounds of the waterfalls, kind of beating down on the rocks, and just take in the crisp Buena Park air. And while I'm down here, I guess we'll just go ahead and head across these bridges here. All right, I guess not.
They're still closed.
Oh man, the train's closed too.
What is going on?
But I guess it's better to have a ride and have it closed than to have this. Well, I was gonna slide in and grab a quick burger, but doesn't look like that's gonna work anymore. All right, fine, School Takeover, you win this round. Okay, before we go any further though, let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room.
Scary Farm.
All right, it's not really the elephant in the room, but it's
So I'm going somewhere with this.
nothing new to report on that front either. The house that is where Bloodlines was has added some sort of, it looks like it's turning into a house.
I'm Captain Obvious.
Like an old, decrepit, haunted house. A lot of people were speculating because the white primer that went up, that maybe that would be like a snow facade or something. No, it's just white primer. They use that to glue on the texture, and then they'll paint the texture. But if you notice, there's a border up there too. So it really does look like it's just gonna be an old, decrepit house. There's parts like panels of the house that are falling off. Those little Christmas balls are still in a little bucket down there. It looks like they're building other walls off to the side as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to start speculating that we may be getting a Jingle All the Holiday Halloween. And I would love to see it. Right at this point, I guess it's just safe to say that my plan for getting something to eat before I leave is just not going to work out.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Real talk though, that's on me for waiting until 1:30 to actually actively start looking for places. Then the news on the repaving of Calico Square here. They're just kind of going as planned. They laid the concrete down and it's pretty much ready to go. I'm expecting to see these walls come down probably by the weekend. So Calico Square, good to go. Oh, well, what do we got here? A goose? A galloping goose. Wait a second, they just let the Blue Jay just walk right onto the back there. Collusion going on. And then right as the train leaves, Boysen walks up, huh? There's something going on here. This timing seems all suspicious. I think all of Knott's Berry Farm is in on it. The whole Knott's universe. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
They're messing with the weather. They're buying armored vehicles. And
Oh, also, just like Tender Pot Twister, Ghost Rider should be back this weekend as well. Boom! The new little merch booth area up in the front's looking good too. They got one of the window borders all painted up, working on the next one, and they should be good to go out here. Curious to see what it looks like inside. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for me this time. We can get ready to build the excitement for the summertime. It's right around the corner. Soak City coming up this weekend. Ghost Town Alive in, what, 3 weeks, something like that? Get excited, baby, get excited. Now it's time for me to go play dad, so until I see you up on the mountain, out at the studios, or right back here at the farm, we will catch you all on the Flizip Pity Flop.